Bienvenidos a todos. Buenas noches. How is everybody doing? It's been a tough week, but I think we're going to be having a good time tonight. My name is Abelardo de la Peña Jr. I'm the Director of Marketing and Communications with La Plaza de Cultura y Artes here in Los Angeles. Happy New Year. Feliz Año Nuevo a todos. It's En Casa con la Plaza with a special Dan Guerrero Happy Hour with a guest that he'll be introducing. En Casa con la Plaza, of course, is our way of fulfilling our mission of, let me look up my notes here, of our virtual programming, presenting conversations, presentations, demonstrations, performances from our home to yours. We've been doing it since late April. And here we go again on a happy hour with Dan Guerrero. So please come on up, Dan.
Oh, Happy New Year. Where are you? Happy New Year, Abelardo.
Happy New Year
and everyone
too.
out there, right? Here's to a better year. I will say this. First of all, let's talk about that skull cap. I love that.
Well, thank you so much. For one, it's a little bit chilly in my home. The insulation isn't all that. And it's, it's been kind of chilly in the evening. And then also it hides my balding head.
Well, I'd like it to hide my pandemic hair. I look like, does anybody remember Professor Irwin Corey? That's what I look like, or Don King, but that's all right. I'm fine. Anyway, it's been a rough week. It has been a very rough week, and I don't want to relive it at this moment. We're still reliving it, glued to CNN. So we have the perfect guest for tonight. I mean, we couldn't have a better guest for tonight. This is the panacea. This is what we all need after this very challenging week. My guest tonight has enjoyed a very long career and in entertainment, and her loyal fans of all ages follow her every move, which is not easy. The woman is in perpetual motion, and we love her for that. But even with television appearances and concert engagement that she does all over the world, of course, like all of us, she's kind of pandemically at home, but she's still busy. The woman has become la reina de social media. So she's going to tell us all about that and more. So we're going to hear from the greatest export Spain ever had. Olive oil? Yeah, pero come on. Here she is, la única, la deliciosa, la bella Charo. We need you, Charo. We need you tonight. Are you there?
Okay, I've asked her to unmute and I've asked her to start the video. So as usual, this is live, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm sure they're coming on real soon.
She is there because we just saw her a few minutes ago.
Here we go.
There she is. Hi, mija, you were going to make your entrance. ¿Qué pasó with your entrance?
Okay. Hombre, ¿qué pasó?
Do it now. Do it now.
Bueno, un momentito.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen.
La única, la deliciosa, Charo.
Well, salsa. Happy New Year, everybody, and happy hour with Dan Guerrero. I am extremely happy to be here. I mean it with all my heart.
We're so happy too, because mija, it was such a difficult week, and to have somebody like you with all the light and positive energy that you bring, thank you for being here tonight.
Okay, mira, what happened, thank you so much, is that life gives you good moment and terrible moment, and I have been living those high, beautiful momentos and terrible, sad momentos. And then when you think with yourself, you say, if I put the negative to positive, and if I can survive and make people go and see always the positive side and enjoy life, I choose that. Life is beautiful. And talking about that, I love your happy hour, because that is exactly what we needed. Happy hour and togetherness, and get very close and connected this year, 2021. And I am hoping for the best. And I was, before I came, thank you for inviting me. I'm going to speak in a good English. Listen to this one.
Perfect, okay.
Rain in Spain fall mainly on the plane.
I saw your maracas there.
When nobody knows what the hell I'm talking about. Hola, ¿cómo estás? and I don't,
We don't care. Now, how has life been? And you know, you had concerts all over the world, and you're have such a great career. How are you dealing with pandemic life? I know that you're becoming a social media maven. Are you loving that?
well, social media saved my life. I was a very cocky bitch. I filled up showroom. You introduce me, and the audience is there, packed showroom. So when somebody approached me and said, why you are not in social life, I figured it out, okay, yeah, well, but if I sold out places and if I sell CD down low, a lot of them, why I had to bother with that? And then I said, well, I'm going to try it. They saved my life, done. I got no word to say it. Social media saved my life in year 2018. I went through a very sad experience, which I was very close to choose life, and the social media gave me what I needed. Since then, I love them, I respect them, we became family. I love your show, Happy Hour. I think that life, once in a while, hit us very badly, and then we needed the support of all of us around the world to survive those bad moments. So no more khaki beach. I'm so grateful that social media is around, and every day there is something good I share. Like I want to share with you that I can help people, and by the way, they help me too. I do it. Thank you for asking me. Thank you for your show. Thank you for really, really social media, Integra. And I'm going to start with you too.
Good. Good. I agree with you. I've talked to friends. I said, you know, this is such a terrible time, but imagine if we didn't have Zooming and texting, and imagine if we didn't have that and we're stuck in our homes. It would have been, I can't even imagine it. You know, I know you got on very early when the pandemic came, and you did a video that went viral crazy when you told people how to wash their hands. Tell the people how to wash their hands, the right way to do it.
I used to have a beautiful hand, but since I started washing the hand for a year, my hand began to look like the Grand Canyon because I am obsessed.
Yeah.
I really, you don't realize then, listen, the hand are one of the most important organs. I realize now how powerful it is to have hand. You control every movement, you touch things, the skin is an organ. You can make music, you can work, you can help everybody. So I begin to appreciate my hand very much, and I begin to put now sun cream, because every time I touch something, you see me watching, and what happened is that I used to wash my hand like a 1, 2, 3, like a Speedy Gonzalez. And then I figured it out, and I watched the news that the Dr. Fauci said, hey guys, no more 1, 2, 3, you are done. You needed to wash it for 20 seconds. Then you have no idea how difficult it is and how long it is to hold it 20 seconds, how it makes it to clean real the bacteria off your skin. So what I did was, I asked people, how can you know that it's a second? And they told me, in America, we say 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi to hell. I start counting 1 Cuchi Cuchi, 2 Cuchi Cuchi, 3 Cuchi Cuchi. It's huge, the time, those 20 seconds. And since then I keep on doing it. Then I have problem to find also in the month of March, toilet paper. I'm not kidding you. You can find a piece of jewelry, you can find anything you wanted, but in March, for 2 weeks, nobody find toilet paper. So I come up with the idea to pick up and cut the kitchen paper and use it when you need it, but I didn't know that the kitchen paper has such a strong material that I break all the toilets in the house. So I learned a lot with the pandemic. I learned a lot about, I can share with you right now in your show, how to be healthy. I got tremendous formula of, I have been telling to people, ginger root, turmeric roots are a must, vitamin C, vitamin D, but you know that. Vitamins, every kind of vitamin, especially zinc, because in Hawaii, where I used to live, and we have a home there, in no cases. You know why? The sunshine is the enemy, one of the strongest enemy of the virus. So with zinc and D and C, you going to be okay if you exercise, if you eat good nutrition, and you keep distance. And I learned so much, and I had so many things to say in your show, that also I learned that when it's very sad moment, I write a joke immediately. And I run all over the house. I have ants in my pants. Tengo hormigas dentro de los pantalones. It's not a disease. Ants in the pants is that I am like Speedy Gonzalez. I move, and I move. And I do exercise. And I'm here to take a question. Thank you, because I can share my experience, how to survive, and really it's working. I mean it. Any question you ask me, I want to share with you and with everybody.
I want you to share. I'll tell you what I want you to share, because you've had such a fascinating life and such a long career. And it's very difficult to keep a career going. I don't need to tell you. Tastes change and styles change, and people like this, and then yes, they're over and they're here. And to keep a career as you have, not only do you have followers from the days of Fantasy Island and Love Boat, pero now, and your concerts, but you have a whole new generation of fans with your social media, so that's a biggie. Now, I saw on a talk show where you described yourself as a hard-working cucaracha with an attitude.
I am.
This is hard work to keep a career going, right?
Oh, listen, it's so difficult. Once in a while, I start singing, I like to live in America. And I hear my sister telling me, hey, bitch, we came to America to work. When are we going to have vacation? The bottom line is that if you have passion, if you believe what you're doing, and if you know that you want to entertain somebody that will understand your style, it's what made you keep on going. But you're very clever. Your question is right there on the money. You have to evolve it with the time. Okay, in the 70s, she worked hard for the money. Okay, the 80s, a little more step of sophistication. The 90s, you evolving with the time and the new generations. And that's what I do. And you know what? My son brought home young people. I mingle all the time with very young people. I listen to them, and I realize that they have a very difficult, a lot of responsibility, a lot of lack of money, problem what they're gonna do when they graduate. They have a very difficult. I mingle with them. I go to places, I teach them music, guitar, and by listening to them, I am evolving with them.
Yes.
Because this is the future. I don't like it to go into the past. It was yesterday. I'm having a hell of a good time with you right now. And tomorrow is another day. And talking about evolving, you are one of those. Because you keep on going and going and going. You are faster than Speedy Gonzalez. I would like you to talk about.
Yeah, I think it's very important to keep moving forward. And I have a lot of young friends as well. Most of my friends are younger, because I like to think that I learn from them, and maybe they learn from me. I think the generational thing is very, very important. And we are going to talk about today and the future, but I'm going to talk a little bit about the past, because we want to follow your beautiful career. And I want to Vegas. Let's talk about Vegas. We have a photo of your concert. Look at that. Jerry Lewis, Charo, Johnny Carson. Those were the days, Anita O'Day. That was Vegas, right, Charo? It's a new world. I know you still play Vegas, but it's a very different world. Audiences are different.
Okay, Dan. Las Vegas that you are talking about, of the 70s and 80s, was no corporation. That was individual, very wealthy, that had their own casinos. I was in exclusive for Delaware, the Sahara Hotel, and with only an engagement about we was 24 engagement a year, you became rich than the Queen of Sheba because they pay you a huge amount of money and then they give you certain week in Las Vegas, another in Lake Tahoe, another Hawaii, and everywhere.
Wow.
And that was a group of entertainers because Sahara was the place to be. Johnny Carson, Boris Hacker, Sammy Davis Jr., although he worked at the Suns, but that was corporation, no corporation, that was individual spending a fortune with the entertainment business because their money was in the gambling.
Yeah.
And I was one of them, and I still, thank God, that bring high roller. We call the high roller the people that walking in, perhaps they look like they don't eat for 3 days, but they have a big wallet, and they set on gambling, and they don't care if they going to lose $500,000, $300,000 or $400,000. They keep them feeding a lot of drink, pretty girl with big maracas, and they have very much putting together, and that is what is important for them. I entertain hundreds of thousands of high rollers. I am still doing it. But when the corporation came in, and I can tell you exactly what, into the ending of 99 and 2000, the corporation started taking away the beautiful seats of material, red material that you had private booths and put you champagne or quality as cash. No, they put chair one to another. One to another.
And plus, I'm sorry to interrupt, but plus that way your audience was close. Your audience was right there. And now it's just this huge arena. It's a whole different experience.
But now, because I evolving, I had all my contract stand by. Now they close everything. The corporation like me very much. Again, for 2 reasons. I always change the show, bring new show, but also high roller. High roller are very important because at the end of the day, they have to pay bills, and the high roller gambling, sometimes make a lot of money, sometimes they lose, but they are the heartbeat. They fly from all over the world. At Caesar Palace, at the Venetian, those casinos live actually out of the general people, family people, but the main income are high roller. I am one of the people, thank God, that bring high roller. Another one is Jennifer Lopez, definitely. Yeah. And I can tell you a few names that bring high roller. But it's different, it's different. I saw the change, and I saw that in the beginning of the 80s, ending on the 70s, people were coming to see the show in very elegant, very elegant. And the lady, the hair done beautiful and jewelry. Oh. Now, of course, you cannot go in a sneaker or blue jeans, but it's not the same.
No, you used to dress up to go to see the stars, and you dress up. I was, my parents would take us, and I was, a teenager, suit, tie, that's how you went to Vegas. It was a different time. Let's talk about television for a little bit. Of course, you've done so much television.
That Las Vegas is still alive. And what I do is a few concerts a year. And Indian casino, we should talk about it. You want to know what the hell is going on? They take over. One of my favorite casinos ever is the Mohegan Sun. You gotta go. It's in Hartford, Connecticut. And it's about 10 years ago, they spent $2 billion. It's made out of crystals from Venezia, from Venice. And they are so wealthy, the tribe, like the Morongo, another one.
Yes.
Agua Caliente in Arizona. That's what I do, a lot of concerts.
Yeah.
The people win. So when you go there, the pit boss is very happy when they know that the customers are winning. They probably have a lot of money because they don't care to lose money when somebody come out with a lot of money, the casino, the machine. They are taken over, very powerful, of Las Vegas. Remember the Mohegan Sun? You got to see it. It's all Venice, and they say the spirit of the tribe, the Mohegans. And another one, the Morongo in Palm Springs.
Yeah.
Chumas Casino in Santa Barbara. It is not commercial, it's just that because I work there, I can see that they save the quality.
Yeah.
Complete.
And they get the big names at all those casinos. Yeah, yeah.
And then you go to kind of show. If they want to hear beautiful music, you test it. I tested. I grew up there. I grew up in gambling casino places. So you start with, hey, good evening. When I mention it later on, I will play guitar. It is a big applause. I know that they want less Cuchi Cuchi and more beautiful guitar concerto and more sophisticated program.
Yeah.
But if I said later on I'm going to play the guitar, no, Cuchi Cuchi, let's have fun. Then I go plan B. Okay, let's go. And we
yeah. You have to know your audience and give them what they want. I want to talk about your recent, well, fairly recent, when you're on Dancing with the Stars, because I heard you say on a talk show, and I agreed with you. You felt, I think it had to do with the paso doble or the and the salsa, that they were that they're out of touch with that ballroom dancing. And what did you mean by that exactly? That they're out of touch?
You want me to tell you in English? I was pissed off. I could not believe it. They're good people. I love them. I love them. I love them. Dancing with the Star, the celebrities zero. The celebrities are the group, the casting, the dancer, steady, the makeup people, the hair people, the producer. Those are the ones that really deserve a standard ovation. They got to suffer when it comes the diva or the divo, and got to dance according with the possibility of the divo. The divo or diva, that they don't know the difference between cha-cha-cha, merengue, samba, flamenco, foxtrot. And they got to, these people work so hard trying to teach, it comes the celebrity. Well, in my case, I was breastfeeding, my mother was breastfeeding me while they were playing in the radio Paso Doble. So I was breastfeeding and the little feet they were doing tararan, 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 tan, tan, tararan. So they cannot tell me, honestly, goodness, how to dance a Paso Doble. I mean, they can tell me how to dance foxtrot or how to dance whatever they want, a Charleston, but Paso Doble from Spain, rumba flamenca from Spain,
Right.
Salsa with all of the Cubanos that I actually had all my musicians Cubanos. No, they cannot say that. But I did not start, I don't want to start a revolution. I just try very hard to say, hey, especially Bruno. I love Bruno, okay? Don't misconstrue me. Bruno is a character. Bruno is cute. But he doesn't know shit. When it comes to, when you're talking about paso doble, or including tango, or including the merengue, the real merengue. The merengue, you know the story. The story comes the merengue because somebody happened to have a very famous guy, I thought he was a general, he was limping. And the guy, when he was doing merengue, the poor guy had to do like that. I can't merengue, because the guy was limping. So that's why came the merengue. And bottom line is that they choreographed Hollywood way. And Hollywood way, you have to pass the rule. You have to go through the rule. But in my case, you know, I respect rules, but goodness gracious, don't kill the paso doble. I love Kio with all my heart. It's my brother. And I say, Kio, I'm gonna do whatever you wanna do. But goodness, let me tell you, do you know what the paso doble ball?
But they don't want to listen, because when I'm just watching it, you were in the middle of it, but as a viewer, they would do the cha-cha. And then I'd look at it and I go, that's a cha-cha? That's not a cha-cha. And the salsa is not a salsa. It's the ballroom dancing version of it. It's not authentic. And it pisses me off as a viewer.
Yeah, but you know, what happened is, it come to a point in life, and I'm very professional. Please don't misconstrue me. I respect producer to the maximum. I'm very happy talking to you, because we both start from the very beginning, and we know how important it is to please what the producer have in mind. But if we can cooperate with a little tiny information, it's even better. So, I mean, when the costume that they use in salsa or paso doble. Please, Hollywood is beautiful. Hollywood is a dream. But if you announce it today is salsa, come on.
Yeah.
The salsa cannot be a mixing of everything, every step that they hear and put it together in a salad, a Caesar salad.
Yeah.
So I was very polite, but I say to Bruno, you don't know shit.
Yeah, no, you're right, and they need to address that, I think. But I also want to talk about you on RuPaul. I love that. Let's see that, Abelardo.
Okay.
Look at that.
Paul, here we go.
Did you have fun? You must have had a lot. There's two sets of maracas, one above and one below.
Well, the maracas that I have up are the one that I brought. Let's talk about RuPaul. I know RuPaul for many years. RuPaul is the hardworking person. Nobody knows because I'm very good friend with the people, all my friends, Randy, the Phantom, the people of the World of Wonder. And I remember when RuPaul was looking to start the RuPaul show, and he did his own thing. Nobody helped him. The day that I was there having a meeting about bullfight, about introduce the beauty of this animal that is not good that at the end they kill it. When all of a sudden RuPaul coming in and he was going fast to shopping for his own wigs. It's not a spoiled person. He said, excuse me, I'm running. Where are you going? I'm going to buy my makeup. I'm going to buy my wigs. I'm very busy. Never help him. He did everything by himself. He deserved all of the award they are giving it to him. And I am extremely happy for his success. I'm going to have a sip of water because I want to tell you, salud.
Salud.
Salud, amor, Cuchi Cuchi, and happy hour.
Feliz Año Nuevo, happy hour. You know, you have your fans just love you, all ages. You know, they just love you, and not only because of what you do on stage, but because you're a genuine woman with tienes mucho corazón, and I think they know that. But you have a huge following with the LGBT community and the gay community. They love you not only because you've always supported us, but they love you so much. Why do you think that is? What is it about you think that attracts them so much?
Very good question. Thank you very much. My father raised my sister and me very, very anti-discrimination. We were not allowed to say that person is fat, that person is ugly, we were severely punished. They raised us, no money. They have a lot of land that after we lost everything, we became homeless, but they have a lot of land. But my father was very educated, and my mother loved my father and followed whatever he said because she agreed. We were not allowed to criticize, laugh, or people that have defect, or they are overweight, or color skin, the skin different color. Never we was allowed. When I came to America with my sister, we met immediately Sammy Davis Jr. Please, Dan, I've been working with every people, you name it. I've been there in partnership. Sammy Davis Jr. was the best live performer ever born in this country.
He was unbelievable. Unbelievable.
When you work with him, we opened for Donald Trump several casinos in Atlantic City. He came to me and he said, you close because you play the guitar and I want to follow you when you play the guitar. You have to close. And I said, what the hell's the matter with you, Sammy? Nobody can follow you. Mr. Bojango. You got to see when he did a Mr. Bojango. I mean, you got bumps all over your goose.
Yeah.
What the guy did. It became a giant on the stage. I said, over my back, you're not going, no way. And then it was until the point that the manager of the hotel, again, we opened the first one for Donald Trump, then 3 hotels, Sammy Davis and me in Atlantic City. He came with a coin and he said, okay, you two guys, we're going to reserve that problem. We throw the coin and wherever it is, cara o culo, I don't know how you say in English, face or ass, I don't know, caraculo. You do that. And I say, I don't know when I play that game. I want to open for Sammy Davis. And then Sammy Davis said, okay, but then we close together. And then, okay, whatever you want to do. The number one in the world. I did it my way, Mr. Boyango. You got to see him in life. He was so good that the camera never gave a justice because he was bigger than camera. I trust me. I know when somebody's for real. I know when somebody's lucky or when somebody has talent. But Sammy Davis, it was a super talent. And I remember one night, this is my answer to you about discrimination. I remember one night we was in New York and at the Waldorf Astoria and we want to come in. I said, come on, let's go. We had dinner. He said, I don't think I want to go through the main door. I said, why? And he said, because I'm black. And I said, yeah, wonderful and angry. What the hell's the matter with you? It was my sister was with me. No, he was very nervous. He refused to go from the main door of the Waldorf Astoria. That made a great impact in my sister and me. We could not believe it. And then we start hearing about, oh, this is gay. The other is gay. But what is that? What are you talking about? Thank God for the gay community. You know why? Because sophistication, great sense of art. My best choreographer is gay. My best producer, I can't tell you, it's something special that I don't know how to explain it. But they are sensitive, beautiful people, very, very sophisticated, up to all of the little things that people going around talking. My sister and me, the beginning, and Chea did it too, and Madonna, we could not believe it. I put the foot down and I said, oh, this is ridiculous. And now, as you know, pretty soon we're going to have a gay president, 8 years from now.
Yeah, yeah.
And now America is open the arm. Thank God for the media. Thank God for the internet. Open the arm to the universe. And do you know why they call it Valencia in Spain, gay Valencia? Because in Valencia was the first time that they allowed gay marriage.
Right. That's right.
Are changing drastically for the best. And I love all my friend gays. I respect them. And I am proud that I am their friend. That is my answer. But the first impact that I have with my sister was not gay, was African American, the Sammy Davis, the bigger men ever in show business, be afraid to cross the entrance of the Waldorf Astoria.
Yeah.
That bothered me so badly. And then it started bothering me, oh, this is fat, this is ugly, this is yellow. No, this is a person. And if the person is an asshole, then you treat it as an asshole. But if the person is a great person, my respect, no matter what is the color of the skin or the gender or whatever. And you know why I'm not into politics? Because I swear to my father, I promised my sister that we will never go into politics, Dan. Because if I am into politics, I swear to you, the shit is going to hit the fence. But my father was dying, and he was a politician destroyed by Franco. And when he was dying, he know my personality and my sister. And he called us, and he held our hand. I mean it. And he said, no, you girl, you grow up the way that we tell you. You are very opinionated. Don't swear that you don't go into politics. Yeah. Pero ¿por qué? No porque you swear. And he was having trouble to talk. He was dying. And we got to swear that we will never get involved in politics. And I cannot even tell you how strong was that promise, otherwise I will be in the street. ¡Viva la revolución! But I will never, ever betray the promise like my sister did it to a great father dying. A day later, he died. Yeah. Look at how much he got hurt by politics. He gets so badly hurt by Franco.
Yeah.
We became homeless at the age 7. And the life changed for us. So with his politic belief, great man, great writer and a lawyer and a professor, destroyed, put it in the list of enemy of Franco, had to escape to Casablanca, Morocco. And I saw him when I was 17 in Roma, and he started crying. Oh, you look like your mother, because I was almost 7 when he left. And you look like your mother, you look like your mother. He was crying and crying. That was his life. He never was able to come back to Spain until Franco died. And when Franco died, then he got, I wish we talk about it, and I think I can tell you if I send my sister, un momentico, Carmencita, puedes ir a la televisión de mi cuarto, y detrás de la televisión está el homenaje que le dio el rey al papá. En mi cuarto, atrás de la televisión. I'll be right back. That's my sister. The king, when my father came in, he was old. He suffered a lot in Casablanca. He was suffering hunger. He did speak French, and he speaks several languages. So he survived as a teacher and working wherever they were giving, because if he was coming to Spain, he will put in jail forever. So
but you stayed, you and your mother and your sister stayed in Spain when your dad left, right?
I cannot communicate with my father. Once in a while, he was sending postcard with like flower, but we never knew his address in case that they opened the letter. We was in Madrid at that time. And I was discovered by Xavier Cuba when I was doing already television in Madrid. But to tell you, when I saw my father, he was a strong man. I was sleeping, but I opened the eye when he gave me a kiss and leave. And when I wake up the next morning, I said, where is Papa? And my mother said, he went for a trip. But then until then, imagine I was 17, very well dressed, very in Roma, over there and my father was waiting there and meet Xavier Cuga. They make the deal that he will take care of us, that he promised that nobody will ever touch us or bother us. It was a pure business. Great man, Xavier Cuga, the consent part, beautiful man. And he started crying. And I recognize him, but I recognize him as an old man. It was like, what happened to that giant? I did not tell him, I never told him. But what I tell you is that when Franco died, he came back. And if my sister couldn't find it, I want to show you what they give her. A decoration of a great man that believed in freedom, anti-discrimination, and everybody is the same. And then when I got to give them the money that they were entitled for all his career. So my father received a lot of money, because it was the king of Spain. Look, and he said, you suffer a lot, but the money that you will make it if you don't have to leave Spain. So my father was so proud that he came already. I hope that she find that I show to you. And our background, that's why we are different, because we know the height and the lower, and we know the danger of getting trouble, and we love people about everything. And that's what I want to do in my YouTube, comedy, entertainment, but something important that there is in life that I want to pass to this young generation. And you have a great show. Let's talk about you, enough about me. You have a happy show. You make people happy with Happy Hour.
Thank you.
I want to talk about you.
I want to talk a little. First of all, you grew up actually in Murcia, España, as María del Rosario Mercedes Pilar Martínez Molina Baeza.
Yes.
I want to know when, because I know you started playing the guitar when you were just 9 years old. How did that come about? How did your parents know you love the guitar, or how did that happen? Do you want to show us that beautiful thing first and then answer the question?
Thank you. That my sister ran for her life, and I don't know if you can see it.
Yes, yes. Don Luis Martinez Oliva. Wow, Juan Carlos, that's fantastic. You're proud of your daddy. Was it just you and your sister?
Yeah. What happened is that he was such a good man, and he did such a good things. that they recognized him when Franco was 6 feet under the ground. If I had to bury Franco, I would put it 26 feet, but I think he put it only 6 feet. The bottom line is that they recognized the king, and my father was so proud. He said, ta-da! And the same father is the one that hold our hand a few hours before die, telling us, don't go into politics, you will destroy your life and you will destroy all your descendants. Be happy, help people, be nice, but don't go into politics. But answering to your question about, everything that you asked me, I have an answer because it is very important for me to tell you the story of my life because you're my friend and we are having a great time now where we can see who we are to everybody. So ask me, please. I apologize to interrupt you. Can you ask me the same question?
So tell me about the guitar. How did you discover the guitar? And you were 9 years old playing it. ¿Cómo pasó?
Okay, bueno. Once upon a time in Murcia, we was rich because my grandparents had mucha tierra, lot and lot of land. And mi abuela, the mother of my mother, materna, she like gypsy, and again, she don't see discrimination. She loves animals, and she every summer, June, July, and August, she invite los gitanos, the gypsy, in caravan to land in there and stay for the 3 months of the summer. Okay, gitanos are beautiful. They're free. Son libres. They sing to the sun and they sing to the moon. And they believe, like the birds, that the next day somehow they're going to get food, otherwise they're going to steal it. So anyway, I love their music. And so
yes, el corazón, the passion.
All of a sudden they make it a campfire and empieza at night, maybe what, 10 o'clock, start, bulerías. And all bailando, dancing descalzo, barefoot. My sister and me, what the shit is going on? This is good. And we stay there, and we became very good friends. We never washed our face, so we don't know because we eat fruit. And my grandma let us be free. It was okay. Enjoy now that you children. So I get hooked by the sound of the guitar. I could not. It was deeper. It electrified me. It was bigger than I can explain it. So one of those summers, el gitano mayor, el faraón, said to him, "Kid, you're very good. You like it. You have a great rhythm. Take this." And he teach me fandangos, and he teach me a beautiful flamenco rumba, which I go to college, and I want to teach them because that style is priceless. You don't find it anywhere anymore. So I get hooked. That was my passion. That was my future. And then I study. And then my parents, I think, but my mother, my father turned 6, except that once in a while, he was sending a message to my family, I'm alive, I'm okay. But they never told us, my sister and me, where he was or what was going on. It was top secret, only for the growing up. But my mother probably read in one paper that they were doing an opportunity to children to go to study for free to Andrés Segovia Foundation Institute in Madrid. So we went. She took it to the train, and my sister and me, my auntie, everywhere, wherever we go, you know, Latinos, Españoles, we go together. They call it the Spanish Armada. So we went there, and by then, I already knew how to play bulerías. Very difficult, don't be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, en guitarra. Very, very good. The gypsy teach me beautiful things. And then I know a lot about guitarra. I took the guitarra that the gypsy teacher gave me. And I never met Andrés Segovia, but I auditioned for his assistants. And I was welcome. And then I start study. In different occasions, I met Andrés Segovia. Oh my God, when you see Andrés Segovia, I'm telling you, if he gets picked up, the shit hit the fence. Nobody can talk, nobody can move. We were quiet. He moved in. He talked very quiet. He said, okay, whoever wanted. He had pity for me. He liked me very much. I look like a peeping Tom. I was like that. My mother, whoever, they make it a hair. And I go there exactly like a character in Stockholm. They call it something peeping Tom. And he said, hey, you are a girl. What are you doing here? And I said, I want to be, I died, exactly. No afraid of him. Okay, Mr. Segovia, yo voy a tocar guitarra. I wanna be like all of you. And he smiled and he said, okay, play something. They give me a big guitar, bigger than me. I was cool. I said, mi guitarra. I took the guitarra, chiquita, arañada, and I played for him Fandango de Huelva. Beautiful. Tan, 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 tararan, tan, 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 and when he saw me doing the picado, he probably was thinking, oh shit. He never told me, but probably he was thinking, oh shit, this girl has talent. And then he said, okay. And then sit down, I see you how you hold your guitar. Who teach you how to hold the guitar? And I said, the teacher, because he had advanced student teaching for free the children. And he said, okay, not bad, but listen. And he put all of the children, hold the guitar like that, and never forget, hold it to your heart. And if you feel that you feel it, you hear it, the heartbeat of your heart, that's what you needed before I start playing the guitar. And also, this can go like this, and this can go like this. And when people see you do that, if you don't play, no matter what happens, they will know, the audience, that you are a guitarist. I never forget that lesson, and that's the lesson that I passed when I teach children. I had time, and also the distance that you have to have when you play flamenco for the press the string against the diapason. So they like me, thank God, and I keep on going and going, and before you know, the world of people in Madrid, they start wondering, they call me a privileged little thing. I didn't hear that. It was, okay, I'm learning more. And then Xavier Cugat, rest in peace, just get divorced of Abby Lane, beautiful, she's my friend, beautiful singer, beautiful Americana singer that she learned several languages. My respect to Abby, I like her very much. They get divorced, and obviously he was upset, and he tried to find something to bring it to America very different. And maybe she will figure it out. I'm going to come back to him, and I'm going to forget the divorce. That's how I came to America. I auditioned for him, and he said, oh, this is perfect. And then my sister and me and a nanny came to America. And since then,
Wait. I want to back up a little bit. This is fantastic. I'm loving this, but I want to back up a little bit. Can I back up a little bit, Aki?
Sleep, because my life is very, very, very long. So
because I'm thinking of things I gotta find out, and then we'll go back. Pero I loved that the guitar that Segovia said it had to be there next to your heart, because it's like if you had to become one with the guitar, that you were one, the person in the guitar became one thing. That's why it had to be near your heart, right?
Got it. I mean, you got it. I am impressed. Now you impress the heck out of me, because nobody ever say that, ever. Yes,
that's what I'm seeing. And you, I want to show Abelardo. I know we're jumping ahead, but can you find the guitar, the flamenco guitar video? We're gonna watch this, mija. Okay. Thank you.
interrumpa. Ahí está mi hijo que se tiene que ir, que está grabando. Ven que lo conozca. Mira, un momento, ven. Dan.
Hello.
Ese es mi hijo.
This is kind of madness. How you doing?
Hey, how are you?
Well, sorry to interrupt the guitar thing. That was very beautiful.
No,
And I just wanted to say hi before I left.
ya, pero dile
You're
hola.
leaving. You can't leave. Where are you going? What's more important than your mama and here on Happy Hour?
I swear to God, I play D&D every Friday with my friends around Europe and Oregon and here, and we started.
Oh, I wanted to meet you because I know in addition to everything else, she's a mama. She's a mama, you know. I mean, she's a mother, a working mother, and I know you're a very great musician yourself. So I wanted to know what kind of mama she was. Tell us before you run off.
Before I go, okay, what kind of mom?
¿Por qué no te sientas?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
No.
It's really
Okay.
fine. She is an extremely
Why
caring.
don't you stand up so people know you're tall?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll do it back here.
Mira,
So she is an
Dan.
extremely.
The father is said it was 3'7".
I remember him. Shell, I loved him. He was a beautiful man.
I know, but this guy is even taller than the father. I got to put high heel when I say to him, "You son of a bitch." So the guy is very tall, so he's gonna be out of the screen.
It's actually more frightening without the heels. We were even shorter. She's just really mad at me from this angle.
Okay.
I don't know.
No, but háblale.
Just tell us what was like, you know, having Charo as your mama.
I didn't know it was strange until around almost high school, where everybody started making fun of me. I'm like, why are you making fun of me? Look at her, she's awesome. She just loved me so much. So everything was about keeping me safe and helping me in every way. And her and my aunt Carmen, Tia Carmen, basically dedicated their entire lives to me and my cousin and the whole family and everything. So it was the best possible upbringing, actually. I did get teased a lot, but it built character.
Very tight family. You're a very loving, tight family, right?
Yes, we are.
No, but I am overprotected. Because I am overprotected because I am a warrior. I worry for everything.
You can sit here again.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Anyway, I do gotta go.
Okay.
My Dungeons and Dragons team are waiting on me. We are.
All right. Thank you for popping in, Shell. Thank you, Shell.
All right. It was a pleasure to meet you. And again, that is a cool shirt. What color is this?
Kind of aqua, I guess. I got it in Fort Worth.
Awesome. Oh, the cuffs.
Oh, wow.
This is a Charo outfit. That's why I wore it.
Oh, you guys.
Thank you, Shell. Bye-bye.
Que gane, okay?
Well, all we want to do is stay alive.
Make sure you will stay alive. Okay, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, I'm glad we grabbed it before he left. But let's talk about the guitarra. I want to talk about that magnificent. Oh my God, I could see a whole concert of that, Charo. But here's a quote also I heard you say somewhere. You said, "Around the world, I am known as a great musician, but in America, I'm known as the Cuchi Cuchi girl. That's okay, because Cuchi Cuchi has taken me all the way to the bank." So is that true? Do you feel like two completely different people?
It's a good question. I love you. I have been interviewed everywhere, anywhere, in every country. You are a very special, sensitive, incredible interviewer, actor, a producer. I feel at home with you.
Thank you.
I never say that I have been around the world like one of the best, because I am not one of the best, because that was so many. There is one guitar player from Murcia, where I was born, called Narciso Yepes, that, believe me, is red carpet. Then you have Paco de Lucia, rest in peace. There are many fabuloso guitar players, flamenco and classical. I am one of them. But in this country, they don't know me as that. And it's my fault, because when I was starting in United States of America, the Tonight Show, I went there one time. I have a nanny called Maria from Cuba. That's what they did with Xavier Cugat, and my mother and my father from Roma. Was, okay, if something happened to my girls, and Xavier Cugat was cheating on his friend that something can happen to us, so we have a nanny, Maria. And Maria was teaching up a little bit of English. And I was invited all the time to the Tonight Show because Johnny Carson had fun the way that I was, and the rating was up because there was curiosity. Who is that young girl associated with Xavier Cugat that don't speak English? And the Cuchi Cuchi, but I always say Cuchi Cuchi all my life, and I was a little girl. That had to be another interview, otherwise we're going to be here until the year 2222. So anyway, that's the story that I want to talk about it. Xavier Cugat discovered.
We have a photo of you with Cugat. Can we find that, Abelardo? I know we're jumping around a little bit. You were married to him for a little bit, which now Cugat, as some people may not know, Xavier Cugat was huge, famous band leader. He was actually born in Spain, but grew up in Havana. He went there as a little boy, and he actually is credited with first introducing Latin rhythms and Latin music to US audiences back in the day, long before he met Charo even.
I know, but I want to go back to the beginning. Why it's my fault that in the United States of America, they didn't know about that I was a musician. I am sorry, but it is the truth. I want to please Johnny Carson because Nanny, Maria, the nanny, me dijo, Johnny Carson have a big ego. He's very egotistical. If he likes you, you stay. And if he doesn't like you, pack and leave and will never come back.
Yeah.
So I said, how can I please him? And she said, okay, you have to please him. It have an ego. That guy have an ego bigger than his ass. So yeah. I went there, and whatever he was asking me, I was answering, okay, I gotta please this guy. Probably he told me, are you a little bitch? Me, oh yes, Cuchi, Cuchi, Cuchi. The next thing, okay, you like America, or are you a little prostitute? Ah, God, I didn't understand what he was asking me, but my mission was please this egomania, so I don't have to go back to Spain. And I did please him, because the next day, my name was Cuchi Cuchi. Yeah, but no more Charo. And then every week, until one day Google said no more, it was invited me. And I still didn't know what he was asking me. And I started learning a little bit English. I said, oh my God, I didn't know. But he had class. I thought that he was not, whatever he was asking me, obviously was not of color, because he had a lot of class. When I learned more English, I appreciated. He was very charming, one of the best hosts ever in the talk show. But I pleased him so much, and I use all the time when I'm in trouble, Cuchi Cuchi, that it took me a long time to convince producer, for instance, the producer of Dave Martin, the producer any show, that I don't have to do Cuchi Cuchi. Right. So one day I get mad, and I learned how to say, I want to play flamenco. So I got the guitar in my hand, and I went to the producer of the Tonight Show. And I said, Arturo de Córdoba. And I said, sir, mira, I want to play flamenco. And I'm holding the guitar. And he said to me, okay, little girl, this is a show. If you want to play with the flamingo, you have to go to the zoo. And then I said, oh shit, with my guitar, Cuchi Cuchi is in. Where is the money? And that, how I said that Cuchi Cuchi showed me the way to the bank.
Right. Wow. Yeah. So you got, One day you were the Cuchi Cuchi girl, sin querer. It happened.
Never. And one time I was in Aruba, we did a big concert, big concert. It was raising money against AIDS, and raised millions that time. I was doing a concert for the people that invented the home. What you call that? That everybody owned the house. You pay, you own the house for 1 month.
A share.
A share.
Yeah, you have a share.
He had so much million because he invented that.
Oh.
I don't know what is the name, but you are the owner for a week, or you can.
Yeah. It's called a share. You have a share of the house for 1 week a year, 2 weeks a year, todo eso.
The guy that invented that brought over there to Aruba a huge convention, money. And I was there because we were promoting and raise money against AIDS. Okay? So the thing is that
it's called the timeshare. Abelardo was telling me it's a timeshare.
Okay. I was in Aruba, landing, and I was there, and it was a lot of tourists coming, and a mama came to me with a little kid, and I said, oh, you have to give me an autograph. You have to give me an autograph. I like you very much because, you know, and then she said, oh, I love your movement. And other people were passing at the airport and say, Cuchi Cuchi. The little girl said, Mama, she doing that like a Beyonce. And the mother said, okay, she did that before Beyonce. It was very funny because the little girl was very impressed to see everybody doing Charo, Cuchi Cuchi at the airport. And she said, Mama, she's moving like a Beyonce. And the mother said, no, she's doing that since Christopher Columbus. Since she came to America. And it was so funny because she could not understand. Everybody around me said, Gucci, Gucci. And how come it did not Beyonce? How they doing that to this girl? And the mother, probably, I was laughing like crazy. But we raised a lot of money.
You do actually, you people may not know that you're very much a humanitarian. You do a lot of charity work. I know you do a lot with Project Angel Food. Abelardo, do we have that? Yeah, Angel Food, Project Angel Food, which did start during the AIDS crisis. And of course, most know that they deliver healthy meals to people that are homebound. And also PETA, you're very involved with PETA. I want to show something because we have a video here, and then you tell us about, well, you had a pet, and we're going to watch this.
Oh, no.
Hello, what a day you have, okay? Although I am not your mommy, you got to understand that I love you the same. And I know you're going to be a very happy little boy, okay? So, bon appetito. And enjoy your cocktail. Okay, so now, your real mother is hanging in the wall. Okay, Manolo, you need glasses.
Yeah. Oh my God, you break.
Manolo, tell us about Manolo, because that's part of your, I mean, it was a thing against bullfighting. Is that how you wound up? By the way, Manolo lived in Beverly Hills. She kept him in her compound in Beverly Hills. Diga, tell us all about it.
It's so difficult. I wish we can talk more. You're beautiful. I don't have any ego. I talk to you. It's just that I'm enjoying so much your style. Okay, I love animal. I love animal, sometimes more than person, because the animales are for real. Animales are sincere, and they don't care who you are. It's unconditional love. So I am very much with PETA, and I am very much into protect innocent, beautiful creatures made by God, from God, and they're not respected in this planet. I became a vegan, by the way. But the beginning of Manolo was, I figured it out. Spain is such a beautiful country. It's in the center of Europe. It is very, very sophisticated people. I don't want they had the bad image of the bigger event is to kill an animal for fun, because that's not true. The thousands and thousands of young people that enjoy soccer, enjoy sport more than kill a bull. And I know that because after my performance, they was asking, please, can I talk with Charo? I was in Spain. Why you two people are so cruel? I was crying. I had nightmare. My little girl was crying the way they kill the animal. So I said, no, I'm going to try to talk with PETA. And I'm going to try to talk with the World of Wonder and make a little video and try to say, guys, we are very civilized. We can enjoy just the same festivity that is bigger than life, dog bullfighter, handsome macho men, but no blood. Stop it like they do in Portugal before they kill the bull. So I went and I said, PETA, I got that project, and they said, you got it, we're backing you. So I called to a place called Gentle Jungle. Gentle Jungle is a place that you can rent an animal with talent. I said, excuse me, my name is Charo. I want to rent a baby bull, just a week old with talent. And they said, okay, we have many. They said, okay. So I called Randy and Phantom, the guys of the War of One. They said, I got the bull, I got the idea, I got the recording España Cañí, let's do it. So we make an appointment and I bring there all my dancers, I bring everybody, and a big truck came with 2 or 3 trainers and a tiny little bull like that. No more, it was tiny, shaking, trembling. And in the moment that my sister said, hello, little baby, he loved the voice. Immediately he stopped shaking. And then I tried to copy my sister because she had higher voice. I said, hello, little baby. He looked at me and he said like unsafe. And then we do the video. Huge success video, dance, don't bullfight. But then I figured it out what's going to be the future of this bull. And my sister is extremely clever. She shouldn't be a detective. She followed it and don't like it the way that it was put into the big truck. And she said, why we don't investigate it? What is going to be the future of this bull? So we called Gentle Jungle and they said, we returned to his mama. Where is his mama? It's someplace in a rancho in Chino, California. So we went to Rancho Chino, California, the gardener, my sister and me, and we got it. We got it because he was sick. The owner didn't know what to do because the baby bull, probably cold weather, the changing, it was very sick. You can see it. So we buy it and we brought it home. And since then became the Beverly Hill Bull. And we raised him, that the bull that you saw it. And I wrote a song when he was crying and at night trembling, and I said, in A minor. Manolo, baby bull, your mother is a bitch. She don't care, but I love you. I love you. I love you. And the bull, very happy. He conquered the pneumonia. He became a powerful, good-looking bull, and he stopped the bullfight, thank God, to Pita, and that video in Barcelona and different parts of Spain. It's a hero.
Bravo, bravo. We have to wrap this up because you know what? People are sending questions and they have questions for you. Can we ask pick some questions for people been watching this? Okay.
Of course. Hello, Charo. Thank you so much. That was wonderful. We learned so much. Of course, big fan here from way back up to now. Dancing with the Stars, of course, with RuPaul. But we just learned so much about your life, your family, and we appreciate you bringing your son up to share him with us. And Dan, of course, as always, asking those questions that just bring out the humanity of our guests. And Charo, you're a very special guest, and we appreciate that. Some questions here. We have from Pam Gallardo. She says, I just started playing the guitar, and you are such a great guitarist. You inspire me. Do you have permanent calluses on your fingers?
Thank you for the question. Thank you. You can stick it to me right now, a needle with a hammer, and I don't feel it. It is callus of year and year, and I don't feel it. And when I teach, when I pick at hot water in a glass or whatever, I don't feel it. Here, yes, but my callus are bigger than my high heels. Practice. That's all it is.
Well, we have another question here. What is your secret to looking so young?
Good question too. Coño, viva tu madre. Okay. The question is, first of all, is DNA. When my father and my mother, Cuchi Cuchi, they give me and my sister good genes because I don't wear glasses. And you know what I have? One eye that I can see long distance, and the other I can see here, near, the way I was born. Good genes, positive thinking. Get ready, guys. That's why I want to start with my YouTube, because we're going to be family. America and the whole world, we're going to be family. When life hits you, you got to be very positive or you go down forever. And I be hit so strong. One day we'll talk about it because I save a lot of lives. Thank God to the social media, God bless you all. You saved me. And through what my message, we save a few lives that people was about to kill themselves. So the positive thinking, the good family around, the love that you feel from your family saved me. And I want to do that too. To many, many, many people, it's the secret of you. And don't smoke, and don't take drugs. And, but wait a minute, what I'm talking about? I don't want to I want to make a toast, guys.
Yes, here's the toast right here.
Happy hour.
Here's to you, Mija, oh, there you go. What is that? Oh, the heck with you.
I'm still on the job. I can't work. I can't start drinking till after work. But we have a question here from our good friend John Echeveste. What was your first TV show in America, and were you ever on the Ed Sullivan Show?
Baby, I was everywhere. I was wherever Cuba took me. I remember Mike Douglas in Philadelphia. I remember many Johnny Carson, because that was my guy. If he liked me, I stay in America. If he liked me, I will stay in America. Then I maybe because one day it was raining in New York, and it was Mr. S. Sullivan looking for a taxi, and the taxi came to me and to my sister, and I said, oh, this is S. Sullivan. He was nice to me. I said, that's for you. And he said, thank you so much. He appreciated it. I gave it to him, the taxi. But beautiful man, never smiled. It looked like he was pissed off 24 hours. I'm sorry for his wife. But the bottom line is that I couldn't be with him. But what stuck in my mind was Jerry Lewis in the telephone. I became vice president. We raised billions of dollars. We saved a lot of children. And I still on Kevin Hart took over now. Kevin Hart is good enough to go in the shoot of Jerry Lewis. I love Kevin Hart. So Jerry Lewis, I start very early. Dean Marty, Danny Thomas, that he established the St. Jude's Children's Hospital. Those people are still forever in my heart and my soul. But yes, it's possible that I did also as Sullivan.
All right. Well, no, we have just some people. Wayne Healy, he's saying doesn't have a question, but he says Charo springs from the fountain of youth. Ponce de Leon is rolling in his grave, wondering why he can't be interviewed by the big Dan Guerrero.
Okay.
But we have so many people from all over. Dina Fernandez, I know you are a fabulous musician, Charo. I've been in awe of your guitar playing for years. We have Margarita Limon saying this was the greatest show ever. Olga Clark, thank you. Fan Montoya from Virginia. Jimena Martin, Tony Schiaventis saying beautiful. Terry Martinez, La Cuchi Cuchi. I mean, you have so many fans out there. And I wish we could have more time, but Natalie Moreno Cason, she's saying, I just want to say what a pleasure it is to have someone with such timeless beauty, talent, intelligence, and passion. Share yourself with La Plaza de Cultura y Artes in these troubling times.
I thank you with all my heart to you for inviting me. You know that I love you, Dan. I like you now very much too. So anyway, the reason why I'm going to start with my YouTube, because you keep me alive. And because I came to America with Christopher Colombo, my sister and me, we can teach you so many things. Because ancestor, tradition, we did not have money to go to doctor, guys. When people get sick in Murcia, we want to survive by what they take on, the power of the organic food, the power of exercise, the power of love, positive thinking, a lot of exercise. Don't forget that. I must, the pale of my pale of my back. No, mirror, mirror on the wall, make my maracas 44. Don't forget those exercise. Stay positive. I am with you guys. In anything I can help, you are helping me. And thank you for that chance. I'm having the time of my life.
Well, Charo, the one I remember is I must increase my bust.
No, you didn't know that. I want to share to you the right one. You see my profile?
Yes.
Okay. I must, por favor, leave my ass up off the floor. And the ass grow up and go up. I'm not kidding you. In my YouTube, it will be a session where The ladies will walk like this, like a bullfighter. It will be a session where your maraca will be bigger than Montana. It will be a session where your ass will be hanging no more on the floor. I solemnly swear. I love you guys.
Thank you, Charo. We salute you. We love you. And when the pandemic's over, you know, we live very close to each other. I'm going to have Gabriel Reyes, and we're going to come over and you're going to play the guitar. Would you do that?
I will be very happy you invite me again. I play the guitar and we sing bulería.
We'll do that.
Bless you, everybody. God is going to make us strong to survive this terrible situation,
Yes.
the pandemic. And we do what I'm doing, please, guys. Stay healthy, no drug, no alcohol, no abuse your body now, that we need to have a strong immune system. We will survive. God bless you all. And enhorabuena. Happy hour, everybody. Okay?
Gracias. And Abelardo, we should talk about our next happy hour. We have our next guest on the 22nd is, Eduardo Diaz, who's director of the Smithsonian Latino Center. He's a fascinating man doing a very important job there, and he's also funny, so he'll be fun. He works the Latino Center, which is an amazing place by itself, but also they're very much working with the Smithsonian to make sure that there's a Latino presence in arts and culture there. And also he'll be telling us about the new Museum of the American Latino, which they've been trying to get it done for 25 years, and it's finally going to be built. So we're going to talk about that. And the show after that is going to be Cheech. And Cheech Marin, who has such a tremendous art collection of Chicano art. And there's going to be a new museum to house his art. So we're doing a kind of little a salute to the visual arts with Eduardo. And then after that, the next show would be Cheech. And then we'll bring Charo back. Please
say hello to Cheech. I love him. He's one of a kind. And
yes.
Big hug, give a big hug from me. Cuchi Cuchi. Thank you for inviting me.
All right, mija.
Stay safe. You look very hot. And you look very hot too, okay?
Thank you so much. I'll tell my wife.
Gracias. Happy New Year. We love you. Bye, Charo.
Well, thank you so much
for zooming in.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Charo. Thank you, all of you out there joining us on tonight's En Casa con la Plaza. Dan Guerrero Happy Hour, as usual, bringing us our spirits to life in this treacherous time. And then if you did not catch this entire episode, this entire En Casa con la Plaza session, you could catch it on our YouTube page at La Plaza LA, on our Facebook page at La Plaza LA, and also on our website, lapca.org. Give us a couple hours. We have to download it, do a little magic tricks, and then it'll be on there, and you'll find the link on our website. Coming up next week, and all of Dan's happy hours are on our website and on our YouTube page. So you can see him with Richard Montoya, with Edward James Olmos, all these great celebrities and wonderful people that you've brought on board. Thank you so much for that, Dan. Next week, of course, our regular lineup, En Casa con la Plaza Cocina, a cooking demonstration with Jonathan Perez, award-winning taquero, talking about his tacos de suadero for all of us. On Wednesday, that's at 3 o'clock on Monday, January 11th. On Wednesday, an insider type of session in which we'll be talking about La Plaza's Tienda, our gift store, which because of the pandemic had to go from brick and mortar, an actual gift store. Last month, we just came online and it's been going really well. So we'll be talking to the manager and all the staff, how we did it, how we did the transformation, just like La Plaza has gone from a museum cultural center to a virtual platform. And then finally on Friday, our good friend Beto Arcos, the music journalist, with music stories from the Cosmic Barrio, talking about all the fabulous musicians that he's interviewed through the years. So with that, con eso, muchas gracias a todos. Thank you for joining us. Buenas noches, Charo. Buenas noches, Dan.
Cariños, Charo, cariños. Bye-bye. Thank you all. See you the 22nd.
Yes.
Hola, tu madre. Salud. Happy hour. You are the best.
Happy hour.